What's good, y'all? Sorry about that. Now we got action. Let me try this again. What's good, Brightonic? What's up, Class Grooves? Wally Dank, Ashley Kister, welcome. Preston, my bad, dog. My bad, dog. I didn't even think about it. I should have, because the Falcons are playing and the Saints, but I was watching the other game. I got Jacksonville and Houston on. What's good, Nunu? It's too cold on the stream. Welcome. L Cool J, what's goody? He said groceries can wait. Just want to have the beats going. I want to talk about real quick what's on my mind while we get these beats coming in. Let me see what I got. Damn, y'all ready to go? I'm still gonna talk about this real quick. So I'm in heavy debate on what to get, because I'm about to get a new synth, I think. But I think I want, it's down to 2 cents. So I'm looking at this sequential take 5. Oh, I want, this thing's a beauty. Or this Pro 3. Where is it at? Or this sequential. Or this bad boy right here. Where's it at? Oh, this one's used for $12.99. Ugh. Or this thing right here. But I'll probably get a new one. Anybody in here know anything about these synths? Yeah, this bad boy right here is pretty too. All right, but let's go ahead and let's get this thing going. Please not Nico. Okay. All right, so boom, you can send SoundCloud links, you can send MP3s to my email, and you can send YouTube links as well. I'll play all the above. All right, so the first track I got up today is Too Cold on the stream. The one chill day before I stubbed my toe and became angry at the world. Look here, Andre 3000. Now you just gonna start naming your beats like Andre? I see you. Yeah, I know the Pro 3 is only mono, but I kind of like that because I have the Hydrasynth, and then I have a Modi X, and I have a Micro Freak. So I kind of want a monophonic synth for like creating bass and stuff. But that take 5 is fire too. It's fire too. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be one of those though. All right, let's go. Hey, y'all know y'all gotta see fantasy football in the background. I'm getting whooped on too. That snare is hella loud though. Super smooth beat though.
Damn, it's too cold out here.
Really? That's what we doing? This shit goes hard. Yo, that beat was pretty fire. The switch up was definitely dope. I like the bass that you use, both basses in the first part and the second part. The melody was super smooth, and so were the strings. There is something about the mix though that sounds, I'm not trying to, you know, pick at it too much, but something sounds kind of hollow between the like, I feel like it's missing some mid-range frequencies, and whatever you EQ'd, whether it's the strings or it's the piano, but it's just missing some mid-range in there. So it kind of sounds, I don't want to necessarily say hollow, but it sounds like it just needs some of those mid-range frequencies back, or a boost in those mid-range frequencies. But then again, it sounds good there. So it's the piano. He said it was already too late. Yeah, it's the piano. Add some of those vibes, or add some of those mid frequencies back in there. This beat's a winner though, dude. It sounds very good though, man. Fire ass beat, bro.
I do say it's the shit. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself.
If I do say so myself. Hold up. I forgot to give y'all some love when y'all came in here too. Let me do that.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful art. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely. Everyone's so lovely.
Everyone's so lovely. What's up, Sim Boy? What's good, 4K baby? New. I hope you're having a good one. What's up, Jerry? Make sure I didn't miss nobody. NEZ4R. I always know I say your name wrong. I don't even know how to say that, man. You're gonna have to spell that out in the chat for me one day. In English. What's up, Kilo Eve? Welcome. Dave, what's up, fam? Ninoff, yo. Welcome. So thanks for the super chat, Class Grooves. I appreciate that. James Lau, if you're in here, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that as well. So let's go ahead and hop right on over to Class Grooves real quick. And let's see what's popping. Sorry, my phone be going ham on Sundays because like fantasy. I was wishing it was my dude scored a touchdown, but apparently he did not. They did score a touchdown though. I'm always salty when the team scores with the player I have, but it's not the player that I have. Damn you. But he's on my other fantasy team. I'm kicking ass in another league. And it's messed up because I'm playing fantasy, right? And I'm about to lose to this dude's team, and he's like the worst team in the league, and this is gonna be the second time this year I've lost to him, and I'm like the second best team in the league. you gotta love that, huh? All right, up next I got Class Grooves. This dude's gonna prevent me from winning my division. Be the third seed. Let's go. Hey. Yo, this beat's pretty fire. It reminds me of like somebody said, I didn't know wasn't gonna smoke one until I heard this beat. It reminds me of like I'm on one and I'm just walking down the street, cool, not worried about nothing that's going on at all. I'm just chilling. I'm in my own little mind, my own little frame of mind, or like an old school Mac song. So as I listen. So as I listen, the mix on this sounds pretty good to me. I would like for like the bass maybe to change up or bring in a different instrument though at some point. So like as it's going. Like when you switch up to right here, maybe switch up the way the bass is too. So just switch up a couple of notes here and there. So the bass sounds a little bit different. So the whole beat switches up. Sorry, I'm just listening, but I would like to hear like maybe the bass switch up and then maybe like a little different melody or something over here at the end. Because it's not as if it's like repetitive, but like with the same bass, the same drums, and then, you know, only a couple of different switches and like melodic pieces. You know, I don't want to say it's not necessarily repetitive, but there could be more life in the beat, if that makes sense. So I would just make a few different changes there, but I do think that the overall mix of the beat is good. I think the sound selection's good as well. I just want to hear like maybe a different bass line somewhere else in the beat, because that bass line basically goes the whole beat. That same bass line and that same drum pattern goes the whole beat. And it, you know, just a little bit of variation could make this thing go from being pretty smooth to being super fire. What's up, Dick McGuffin? What's up, JB the Creator? Welcome. What's up, Ox? Good time there, huh? Atmos Theory, welcome. He said gonna go favorite on SoundCloud tonight. All right. Up next, we got Brightish. Devil Mantra. Let's go. Mortal Kombat. That shit goes hard. Get over here. Yo, you should have had that little doo noise in that more parts of the beat. I mean, I don't know what to say. Great mix. Sounds good sonically overall. Definitely pretty fire. He said it was inspired by Susu from Ridge Racer. You said you sampled that at the end. Definitely fire though, man. Made me, like everybody else in the comment section said, think of Mortal Kombat or, obviously a racing game where you're driving the car all fast and everything like that. Definitely overall fire beat, I got no negative critiques on it at all. So good work, good pacing, good switch ups, good arrangement. Terry Crews in no club. Oh, you're hilarious. Got me weak. I'm so mad at myself for not starting Bijan Robinson today. And make sure that you send these beats to the right email address, the email address that's listed. That I only play songs from the right email address. So make sure you're sending them to the right email address. Every Sunday I get emails to the other email and it says to send them to this email. The something, hit submit email. He said the white chicks reference is crazy. Alex Jari, I got you up next. Let me give you one of these.
I do say it's the shit. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself.
Hold up. All right. Let's go, Alex. If this thumbnail isn't fitting for this beat, I don't know what is. Sit on my iPhone. Damn. this is pretty solid put together. I would like to hear, I don't know, I feel like the guitar, somebody said something about they didn't like the way that the lead sounds. I wish the lead for me was a little brighter and it sat forward in the mix a little bit more. But the overall like arrangement of the beat's not bad. The drums is not bad. I just wish it was a little brighter, I guess. That's just me for the guitar. Maybe it is sitting good in the mix, but I just feel like if it was a little brighter, it would pop a little more. The drums sound good. I do feel like that drum fill is off just a little bit, but other than that, the drums feel good in the beat. All the other sounds, everything else sounds good in the beat, especially making it off an iPhone. When I heard that, I was like, oh, that's pretty fire for an iPhone. Because I don't make like a lot of music, you know, off of applications and stuff like that. So not a bad beat at all, my dude. Not a bad beat at all. You know, good work. Thanks for the super chat, Ox. Thanks for the super chat, Dick McGuffin. I got you guys up next. Let's go. Beat, getting it. Getting it. I need that hi-hat in both ears. That 808 needs a saturation on it, some kind of distortion. Yo, I feel like a deeper 808 would have fit this beat a little bit better. Like if you had something that was a little deeper, so it could hit, you know, just a little bit harder with the beat. And I feel like the drum pattern could have been a little bit stronger on this. I mean, it wasn't bad, but I feel like there was just a lot of space on this beat, and I feel like it could just use some more. Boom. Oh, so like I can't even, it's gonna sound off too because there's a latency in the mic, but it's just too much space. So like boom, 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 boom. You know, like just in that huge gap of space there, I feel like there could be some more drums hitting. And then if you're gonna pan the hi-hats, pan them back and forth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like use pan flow, which is free, or I'm not sure what DAW you're using, but just draw the automation in there for the panning, because that'll make it a little more interesting and that'll fill up more of That'll just fill up more of the frequency spectrum. Like that'll fill up more of everything instead of it just the hi-hat sitting on one side. The sound selection's good though, other than, I mean, I feel like a deeper 808s would be better on this, but like all the melodic sounds sound good, the vocal chops sound good. Like this shit's hard. Like as it gets down here and the beat changes up a little bit, I mean, it's hard. You got good sound selection, again, except maybe that 808 could be something a little bit different, or there could be distortion on there, or maybe drop it an octave. It just kind of sounds like it's off a little bit there. Yeah, it's called Pancake. Panflow is free too. I guess I was thinking of Panflow by Audio Modern, but they're both free, Pancake and Panflow. Either one will get the job done. Panflow is a little less taxing on your CPU, but Pancake is fire too. All right, so up next, I got a super chat from Dick McGuffin. What's up, Hans Volt? What's up, Niles? All right, and then up next, Dick McGuffin on the super chat. Cake. Thanks for the super chat again. Let's go. Oh, I should have started Bijan Robinson. What was I thinking? Oh. Ah, killed myself. Bro, that was my #1 pick, and I benched him this week, and I was gonna start him over ETN too. Oh, I'm gonna lose fantasy football because of that. Bro, this was pretty fire. The only This is pretty fire. I do like the sound selection a lot. It's nice, smooth, something that you just listen to when you write out. I wish that the bass would hit just a little harder. I'm not just saying that to say it. I know it's a reoccurring thing on this channel. Me versus you versus bass. I mean, I get it. But I wish that bass would just hit just a little bit harder. Just come through a little bit thicker. Pause. but it's not a bad beat at all. Definitely pretty solid. Like I could see like Drake rapping on this. I'm not saying it's a Drake type beat, but I could hear Drake rapping on there. Palacar, thanks for the super chat. It is, I'm not sure if you were just, it just said thanks for the good vibes. If you're wanted to skip the line, it is 10. And also let me know what, so just 5 more. And let me know what your email address is so I can get you in line. Up next, I got Easy Money on the track. This is my son. Oh, this is your son's beat? Okay. 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 Yo, I just want to say I seen your picture on was it Instagram? And he was like, my son, he made you happy, made you proud to see your son, you know, taking up doing what you were doing. That made me smile as well. Oh, he's on the lyrics? Okay. That still made me smile though. I was gonna say already when the beat started coming in, your son made this, okay.
I'm so tired about all my feelings up, just need to let it all out. I thought it was going right, but I guess it didn't work out. Trying to figure out how you left me, why everything went south. Deep down, I know you still running out your mouth. My bad if I hurt you, I didn't mean it. I thought you was trying to hurt me, I guess I didn't see it. Like, what is this love? I'm trying to find the meaning. Like, what's the reason? If I ain't mean this, yeah. Bitch getting old, wondering how the work got cold. Trying to keep my head high, but it keeps falling low. All these bitches come and go. All my friends, they told me so. I would never trust a bitch again. I put that on my soul. Shit ain't been the same. Added all the bullshit up. Best thing I ever did was let you go and give you up. Now I'm giving life another meaning. No more you when I'm dreaming. Only money on my mind when I'm thinking. I'm so tired about all my feelings up, just need to let it all out. I thought it was going right, but I guess it didn't work out. Trying to figure out how you left me, why everything went south. Deep down, I know you still running out your mouth. My bad if I hurt you, I didn't mean it. I thought you was trying to hurt me, I guess I didn't see it. Like, what is this love? I'm trying to find the meaning. Like, what's the reason? If I ain't mean this, yeah.
Yes.
I'm so tired about all my feelings up, just need to let it all out. I thought it was going right, but I guess it didn't work out. Trying to figure out how you left me, why everything went south. Deep down, I know you still running out your mouth. My bad if I hurt you, I didn't mean it. I thought you was trying to hurt me, I guess I didn't see it. Like, what is this love? I'm trying to find the meaning. Like, what's the reason? If I ain't mean this, yeah.
All right, bro. So on this one, I don't necessarily mind the auto tune, but the mix wasn't on point for the vocals and for the beat. So I mean for the vocals. So I feel like when it was mixed, like I feel like the beat was probably already at like -2 or -3 dB, and then the vocals were mixed on top of that. And then when it was mastered, it was already at its peak volume. And so when it got mastered, everything got squashed together, which kind of took away a lot of the dynamics and made it sound kind of like it was a distorted, you know, like the mix was too limited. So like when you go back and remix that, I would mix all the beat at like -6 dBs, and then I would mix the vocals into that, and then I would master it from that state, because that's how you're going to get a clearer master on the actual track. Again, I don't know if I necessarily, the auto-tune doesn't bother me. What I will say though is, like, you know how I am. I know I always say I'm old, so I'll preference my statement by saying that I'm old, but I feel like there's parts where he's getting off, like his cadence isn't strong. And so like the cadence is kind of off in a few parts. And I feel like it could just be re-recorded.
What is this love? I'm trying to find the meaning. Like, what's the reason? Been fighting demons, yeah. New bitch getting old. Wondering how the world got cold.
So like right there, I mean, again, I know I'm old, but for me, I'm just telling you from my perspective, enunciation is always key. So, you know, maybe go back and fix that. Just chop up clean up some of these spots in the verse.
Trying to keep my head high, but it keeps falling low. All these bitches come and go. All my
like all these bitches come and go. Get it in pocket. Get everything in the pocket of the beat. And again, I know he's young, so I'm not trying to beat him up. I think he's got potential, but you know, obviously, you know, if you want my honest opinion, I'm gonna give it to you, especially you, Easy, because you're my guy. Just clean up some of those things, and I feel like the song could be fire. It could definitely appeal to everybody, you know, all these younger cats, because this is what they listen to, you know. This is their speed right here. This is right in their lane. But it's all good, man. You definitely got some talent. All right. Palancar, thanks again for the second super chat. I wasn't saying that you had to super chat again. I was just saying thank you. I gotta know what your name is over here though, Brody, so I can get you up. Cause I don't see anything over here. But let me know what your email is so I can play you next. Oh, I'll wait though. I'm gonna go ahead and play Jerome Zamansky. I know I butchered that. Is it Jerome, or is we used to have somebody named Jeremy, but they would spell Jerome. I'm pretty sure it's Jerome. But is it Jerome, or it could be Jeremy? His email is Atmosphere. Atmosphere. You wild for that one. I can't even see the damn skip the ad thing. I got the game up. Welcome, Travis. Them drums is going, boy. Hey. Yeah, bro, that was pretty fire. That's pretty fire. I like all the switch ups. I liked I mean, this shit was fire. I like them choirs. Obviously, you heard me say I like them drums. Them drums were going. I'm not gonna hold you. That was probably my least favorite part with the tearing paper part. But everything else in this beat was, you know, absolutely on point. Like this shit. I mean, it was pretty good. I'm not trying to nitpick because it still did transition well into the next part, but maybe you could have put like a stutter on here. I guess. Right here. Right here. I mean, I guess you do have a little stutter fill to let you know. I mean, the transition's still fine, but just little things that, you know, could make this go from, you know, fine to a super fire transition, just like a little stutter there, and then have it drop back into the next part. Overall, it's a really good beat, good mix, good sound selection. I mean, I don't really have very many gripes in it. I'll give you one of these.
I do say it's the shit if I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself.
Hold up. But yeah, man. He said, I'm a real metal at heart. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right, so let's see here. Up next, we have Deharia Dave bringing the 80s synth pop. Let's go. I'm always here for the 80s synth pop. Neon lights, flashing lights. Who the fuck scored a touchdown? This is fire. This reminds me of every 80s movie right here. That's fire, man. I would have liked to hear that little do 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 do, that noise though, pan back and forth between the ears. That would be fire. Good mix. It reminds me of like every like 80s movie, like in the middle of the action scene and shit. Like, you know, what is it? Big Trouble in Little China, when Kurt Russell's going to find you know what I'm saying, his boo thing in Saber. It just reminds me of some music that you would hear before the final fight scene. You know what I'm saying? So that's the music that's getting you hyped up for the final fight scene. Definitely good vibes, good mix, good sound selection, good arrangement. Yeah, the only thing I would like to hear is just those two arps just cross each other's paths and like panning back and forth. I think that would make the beat sound like that shit would set the beat off a little bit. My opinion. Let me know what y'all think. Definitely got the good 80s vibes though. What plugins you use to make that? Up next, I got Kilo Eve with Fractured Hours. Let's go. I'm only gonna play about half of this, my boy. You already know. It's like 6 minutes long. Moombaka Horror? What? I've never heard of that before. So not bad. I like all the drops. The transitions on that are pretty smooth. I feel like the mix is good. Sometimes, again, like I say often, it's hard for me to be the complete judge of certain genres just because I don't make music in those genres. But I do feel like the mix on it was clean, and I do feel like the arrangement was pretty solid as well. Man, I wish I would have started Bijan Robinson. I'll be up 21 points right now. Be feeling a little bit better about my fantasy day. I'm about to take this L. I'm about to take this whole L. And I was literally gonna bench this nigga today. Sorry, I know y'all don't care about this. But I needed this win today. All right, sorry, we'll get to the next one. I'll look at this in a second. Oh, I got some Cash App. Sorry, I didn't see him over here. JH. Looks like he probably sent me two. What's your let me see. What's your email? So I know. J to the H. Did you leave me any? Oh, here we go. Hans Vault, gotcha. SoundCloud. All right, let's go. RS Boss. Maybe. There we go. Prod by 2 naps. I feel like I feel like the beat's pretty solid. The only thing that I would necessarily would change, I guess it's too late now because the beat's been out for 2 years. But I wish that like the 808s and some of the parts where it's like the higher pitched 808, I wish that was down an octave so it was deeper. But again, that's a personal thing for me. I can't speak for everybody on that, but I hate like higher pitched 808s. I like them to be deeper and for them to hit harder. So like where it's like, those 808s right there, I feel like those could be down an octave and they would hit a little bit harder. But again, that's a me thing. It's not a you thing, it's a me thing. I feel like the movement of the beat is solid. Like the arrangement, I feel like the actual bounce of the beat is fire as fuck. Like it's a super hype beat. I like the hi-hats on this thing. I mean, I like the drum pattern and everything. I like the sound of, the sound selection and then the vocal chops. I like those. I wish I would have got more of that in the beat though, like more switch ups with that in the beat, but it is what it is, not a bad beat at all. All right, up next we got Ashley Kister, Necro Doll, Not Sorry demo. Let's go.
All you wanted was complete control. You spun my words into sticks and stones. Broken bones awoke the monster within me. It's called a Freudian slip. You're not sorry. Sorry.
All right, so on this one, Ashley, I feel like the mix could use some work. Like, I don't think that you have a bad voice, but I feel like the reverb is like a little too strong on this thing. So I would work on, well, I feel like the reverb is straight on the vocal versus the reverb being on like a bus. So I would send my vocals to a bus, and then I would put the reverb on that bus so that the original signal goes through at full strength, and then you have reverb on the second signal of the vocal. And then I would also send it to an additional bus and put a high shelf like EQ on there, so that you get that boost in EQ, so that brightens it up and it makes it stick out a little bit more. And all that's going to do too is going to give you more volume in the vocal. I also feel like the vocal is sitting pretty far ahead of the beat. So I feel like I would bring the beat up a little bit so that it matches, because like the beat is supposed to be like right here, and then the vocal should sit a little bit above the beat, but it feels like the vocals are right here and the beat's all the way down here. So it's just, as you're listening to it, it just, you can tell that it just needs you know, a few things with the mix. I mean, I can just give my opinion there, Jedediah. So, you know, I mean, I'm just saying what I think would make the vocal sound better, because I feel like she's got a pretty decent voice, but it's hiding in all that reverb. And so it just makes for an inconducive mix. So again, I mean, if there's, those wouldn't be genres that I necessarily would have heard a lot of music from in the past if it's a thing where people, you know, consistently do that. Typically, it's when we first start mixing, we, you know, tend to put too much reverb, or like somebody says, when we're not necessarily the most confident in our vocals, we tend to put a lot of effects on there, or we don't necessarily know how to mix it to complement our voices more. Because, you know, effects are basically used to, yes, make things sound better, but also to complement our voices. So like, I don't feel like she's gonna need like a lot of auto-tune or anything like that. I just feel like fixing those effects would make this just make the song sound better, you know? Because I don't think that it's a bad song. I don't feel like it's a bad message. I don't feel like the beat in the background's bad. I don't feel like any of it's bad. I just feel like the mix could just be a little bit tighter, you know? I hope he makes his field goal though. Oh, he doinked the field goal out. Damn, I wanted that to go to overtime. I need them points. Up next, I got Jussie. For sure, Ashley, I got you.
One more mistake, if that's okay. If you really wanna live, just let me know. In some kind of way, I still feel the pain, and it's good to see you even more. And you think I probably live when it starts to rain, or maybe you're the one I was dreaming of. I might be the guy you kiss cause you feel the pain. Maybe I'm the one that you really love. If there's no tomorrow, I don't wanna wake up yet. Can I text you or borrow? You're my everything, I care. So many times I've been trying to go away. One of these lies is talking today. That's why I cry. You just wanted to play the game. Stop the game, not the game, not the game when you faint.
Nie ma takich słów, co opiszą moje szczęście. Było parę chwil, w których uroniłam łezkę. To jak film, który łapie cię za serce. Gramy rolę w nim, to nasze miejsce. Nie idziesz, że nie chcę się z tobą żegnać. Wielkie plany po głowie ciągle chodzą. Moje serce tylko z tobą chce mieszkać. Nasze rany razem się zagoją. Bo jeśli dziś twoje serce nie ma miejsca dla mnie, przynoszę list, w którym opisuję cię dokładnie.
So many times I've been trying to go away. One of these lies is talking today. That's why I cry. You just wanted to play
Yo, that shit was hard, dude.
I do say it's the shit. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself.
Hold up. Yo, that shit was hard, in my personal opinion. It was hard from the beginning. At first, as I was listening, I thought that the song's definitely going to win the loudness war, because I feel like the master on that's a little louder for DSPs. But I'm not knocking it because it was still clear. The vocals on that sounded good. I even liked the part that I couldn't understand. This shit goes hard.
One more mistake, if that's okay. If you really wanna live, just let me know. In some kind of
Nie cieszę, nie chcę się z tobą żegnać. Wielkie plany po głowie ciągle chodzą. Moje serce tylko z tobą chce mieszkać. Nasze rany razem się.
Fam, I don't know what the fuck she's saying, but it's going hard in the paint. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the fuck she talking about. But it goes hard, man. I feel like that. Yeah, definitely I could see Red Hot Chili Pepper vibes, that's for sure. Nunu, did you send this in? Who sent this in? It just says Jesse. I didn't know if it was Jesse Smollett or what. Definitely a fire beat. Bam! What's good, my dude?
Good morning, darling. Oh, would you like a cup of tea? It'll be delightfully scrumptious.
It'll be delightfully scrumptious. -10, or I guess that makes sense then if it's a little louder than -13. It sounds good though. It doesn't sound like it's squashed or nothing like that. It just sounded a little loud, but you know, obviously I'm listening for YouTube standards now versus or Spotify standards now versus how we used to listen back in the day when we would just, you know, basically be around 9 or -9 or something. So it doesn't sound bad though. It doesn't sound like it's, you know, distorted or oversaturated or anything like that. So not a bad sounding song at all, man. Definitely sounds good. Definitely sounds good. Vocals sound very nice and clean. All right, let me see. I got a few more minutes on this thing, y'all. I probably got about we'll say I got about 13 more minutes of song playing, and maybe I'll talk for a couple minutes. So up next I got Preston Graves. Let's go. I still love the Ness. It's 10 to skip.
On the grind, I ain't really with relaxing. All 20s in the pack, talking Jacksons. Been cooking in the kitchen since back when. Think a while now, should've seen me back then. Back then, I was bringing stacks in. Bringing racks in, bowling like the packs in. About that action, I ain't with the cap in. Never see me lacking, I'm about that action. Pack, talking Jacksons. Been cooking in the kitchen since back when. Think a while now, should've seen me back then. Back then, I was bringing stacks in. Bringing racks in, bowling like the packs in. About that action, I ain't with the cap in. Never see me lacking, I'm about that action.
That's pretty fire. It does need a little bit on the mixing side. So like the vocals are sitting, you know, just too low in the mix. I honestly can't tell you what kind of effects it needs, like whether it needs a little more reverb or delay, because it's just like right here, it's sitting so low in the mix. I would obviously recommend sending it out to a bus for reverb, a bus for EQ. It'll give it some more volume. Like this doesn't sound bad. It just sounds like it needs to be a little bit louder. Like the vocals just need to be, put forward in the mix a little bit more. And you know what I always say, you can use a little bit of distortion or saturation on that 808. But other than that, I feel like it sounds like it's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely got some promise, just needs to be finished. But obviously you said you guys are still working on it, so I'm not gonna be harsh on it or nothing like that. Damn, I guess I got a few more minutes because when I said I'm off in 17 minutes, everybody and their mama wanted to cash at me. So all right, Lovely Cuts, I guess I'll get you in first. And then I got Joel Burton. JB, it is 10 for the super chat, so you got to send 5 more. And I got Michael Frederico. Lovely Cuts, not that with the name of. Here we go. Lovely Cuts beat submission up there now. Let's go. All right, bro. So on this one, this one's gonna need some work. Somebody said it. The drums on this aren't bad at all. Like the drum selection, the drum groove, the drum bounce is pretty fire. So the hi-hats are cool. The 808's cool. But the melodic pieces aren't all in key with the 808 and everything like that. So it sounds like the melody isn't in key with the 808. And so they're off and they're clashing with each other. I don't even know if all the notes in that melody are in the same scale, because as you're hearing, something sounds like it's a little bit off. What it is that melody. When it comes to that melodic piece too, I feel like you could do better sound selection. So like, I feel like you could find a better noise, like maybe just a regular piano and a synth. Like this part right here, that part right there is out of key. And so what could make this sound a little bit better, obviously the obvious if it was in key, but more effects, because the sound dry too. So like the chords and the melody, it doesn't sound like there's any effects on those plugins as well. So it's like you kind of get this dry sounding melodic piece that's not in key, and it's kind of off-putting. So I don't mean that as a slight or no disrespect. You know, I'm not going hard. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I feel like you should go back to the drawing board with this sound and this melody. And then the arrangement could be a little bit better too, because with the arrangement, it's just like the same loop over and over again. And so there's not much changing. So like there's not a part where like the drums just come out and like we get a switch up, or like there's no really verse, chorus, nothing like that. It's just kind of like a loop that goes on, you know? Again, the drums are fire. The drums are really nice, but it's putting all of it together, which is going to make it go from just a loop and some nice drums to a a full complete beat. You know what I'm saying? Damn it, this already killed me. There ain't nothing I can do about this game. I better stop looking at this. It's gonna make me depressed. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. I'm not coming back this week. I've been coming back the last couple weeks on this fantasy. I ain't coming back this week though. All right, up next I got Joel Burton and then Michael Frederico. I got a name for Joel Burton. T88. No worries, man. We all got work to do. Every beat I make isn't on point. The beats y'all hear sometimes be on point, sometimes they don't be on point, but not every beat I make be on point either, you know? T88 Southgate, let's go.
Welcome to the temple.
I like them hi-hats though. I wish that 808 was lower though. That beat going hard though. It beats hard as shit.
I do say it's the shit, if I do say so myself, if I do say so myself, if I do say so myself.
Hold up. So, I mean, the only like critique I would have on the beat is I wish I had a little bit more low end on this thing. So I wish that I had like maybe the 808 was lower an octave, or maybe like a sub bass was blended in with that 808, and then like, you know, you cut it in certain places. So like you got a sub bass going a little bit lower, and then you EQ where the two 808s are matching with each other. But that would be my only critique. But I'm more of like I like deep bass, so that's more of like a me thing too. But I could definitely see like a rapper killing this. Like, who do y'all see rapping on this? I mean, that shit goes hard, dude. It's put together well. It's arranged well. Good sound selection. The drums smack. The drums do have a nice little rhythm to them. I mean, I don't have much to complain about the beat. I think it's fire. I definitely think that's a good one, my dude. Yeah, I could see Drake. I was gonna say that too, but I said Drake earlier. I didn't want y'all to think I was saying Drake to rap on every song. So I was gonna let y'all say it. All right, up next I've got Michael Frederico, Brothel Waffles. Oh, that name is funny to me. Yeah, J. Cole could definitely get on that. What's really going on now, though? What's good, Lil Murder? You said you just picked up that UAD bundle? What were you using out of it? I feel like on this one, like it just needs more. So like, and it needs more. All right, so I get that there's 3 different switch ups in the beat, but it feels like each one of the sections is just its own separate loop that is put together, you know, with the snare roll in there. So like as we're listening to this part, it's just really that part the whole time. So I feel like it needs another sound in there so that you can maybe pull out the like the little organ sounding noise. I guess there is another noise. Maybe it's because that synth noise is going the whole time, that synth bass is going the whole time. It just kind of makes it feel, it kind of gives it like a repetitive feel. I would probably pull that synth down just a little bit as well. Another part, it probably feels like that because as I'm listening, the synth bass is the same the whole time. You have those organ going the whole time, and then you have the same like snare and hi-hat pattern the whole time, and none of that stuff comes out. So since you're hearing all that from the jump, basically, like right here, maybe it's because that synth bass is too loud. I can't necessarily stick my finger on it. But then when we come over here, I feel like this just needs something else. Like it needs like, I know it's got the snare roll, but it needs the snare to be on the 2 and the 4, the 3 or the 7. I'm not sure what repetition, what BPM the beat is, but I feel like we need that snare that's, you know, that's on the 2 and the 4, the 3 and the 7. So it's missing that. So it's missing like the clap or the snare where it's supposed to be, so you know where you're going at with the beat. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you nod your head to is, you know, that snare or that clap. So it kind of needs that. It needs a little bit of like, I would put some more effects on there too as well, like some so that the sounds don't sound dry, because even though you've got good sounds, the sounds need effects on them as well still. Just because you got good sounds doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to sound good without reverb, delay, you know, EQ'd, mixed to the proper level and all that other stuff. Yeah, I mean, I would just work on mixing the level there too, and then just getting the arrangement to sound nice and clean and crisp. I was about to shut it down after that beat. Because I got to work on a video still. I don't even know what I'm going to do my video for yet for tomorrow. I mean, I have a few plugins that I want to talk about, but I don't know if I want to just put them all in the same video or if I want to do separate videos. I've got all my stuff from Wish, but I'm not going to record that Wish video until tomorrow. I probably won't release that video until like Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday or something though, because I got like, not Wish, but Temu. I got like 3 different mics from Temu, and then like I got like a windshield, and I got like a mic stand. What else did I get? And then I got another mic stand that sits on the desk. So I wanna put that video together and drop that sometime this week. But I got a couple of plugins that I was thinking about doing reviews on. One of the plugins, nobody's done a review on it yet, and I think it's pretty solid as far as the concept and what it does. You know, So yeah, I haven't even really, I mean, I'm gonna test some of the Timo stuff out tonight. After I record my video, because I'll have everything basically set up down here. So I'll probably just kick a couple of raps on the microphones and see what they sound like. But I can't do that till tomorrow, just because there's, it's not quiet here. So, obviously when you record, you want it to be as quiet as possible. So I can't do that till tomorrow afternoon. But I don't even know what I'm going to rap yet. It's probably going to be something old that y'all already heard, because I haven't written. Well, what I have written and worked on, I'm not ready to release yet. So, you know what I'm saying? Wonder Arp, I said I was done. Damn you. All right, this is the last track, y'all, for real, for real. I ain't playing no more. I don't mean that negatively. Wonder Arp, you're my guy. But I was done. So let's see here. Heart in my head. Dropbox. Let's go.
Thought I needed to be closer. That's when you close off, and when it couldn't get much colder, we took our clothes off. Back and forth it goes around in cycles, pouring rain and raging fires. Up and down it goes in downward spirals, falling hard and getting higher. Guess I've learned from my mistakes now. Finally know what it takes now. Gonna cut my losses now, 'cause I've got my heart in my head. My heart in my head. I know better, so I'm cautious now. If you're not, I'm moving ahead. I'm moving ahead. Cutting off the bad ones, sad ones. I'm loving angels instead. Gonna cut my losses now, 'cause I've got my heart in my head. My heart in my head. Thought I needed to be stronger. That's why I held on. I only needed to be smarter. That's when I moved on. Back and forth it goes around in cycles, pouring rain and raging fires. Ooh. Up and down it goes in downward spirals, falling hard and getting higher. Gonna cut my losses now, 'cause I've got my heart in my head. Got my heart in my head. I know better, so I'm cautious now. If you're not, I'm moving ahead. I'm moving ahead. Cutting off the bad ones, sad ones. I'm loving angels instead. Angels instead. Gonna cut my losses now, 'cause I've got my heart in my head. My heart in my head. Hoping, waiting for this moment. Moment. Searching, longing for this moment. Moment. Hoping, waiting for this moment. Moment. Ooh, searching, longing for this moment. Moment. Gonna cut my losses now, 'cause I've got my heart in my head. My heart in my head. I know better, so I'm cautious now. If you're not, I'm moving ahead. I'm moving ahead. Cutting off the bad ones, sad ones. I'm loving angels instead. Gonna cut my losses now, 'cause I've got my heart in my head. Got my heart in my head. Gonna cut my losses now, 'cause I've got my heart in my head. Gonna cut my losses now, 'cause I've got my heart in my head. Gonna cut my losses now, 'cause I've got my heart in my head.
Yo, this sounds fire. Who is the singer on that? She's pretty dope, dude. She's got a nice voice. Her vocals are mixed pretty well on this.
'Cause I've got
The only mix issue, it's not even an issue, but the only thing I would like to hear in the mix is the drums pulled forward a little bit.
Cutting off the bad ones, sad ones out. Up and down it goes in downward spirals, falling hard and getting higher. Gonna cut my losses now, 'cause I've got my heart in my head. Ones I'm loving angels instead. Gonna cut my losses now.
But overall, very fire track. The vocals sound clean. The beat's nice. Good transitions on the beat. Good sound selection. I mean, that shit's fire, dude. That's a hit. Put that out. Definitely put that out. Guess y'all couldn't see it, but put that out. What's up, GoldenEye? What's up, brother? How you doing? What the comments saying? Yeah, definitely super fire on that one, man. Let's talk about this a little bit more, since there's more in y'all here. Before I go, so man, I'm heavily debating on this right here or this right here. Either the Take 5 or the Pro 3. Now, see, the Pro 3. This thing's mono synth, but I do need a synth dedicated just for bass. But this thing right here, it can't make the bass as good as that one, but this thing can make bass and it can do more. But this is analog and it is much different than the other two synths that I have, because like, you know, it's not like a Modi X. You know, Modi X is like basically, I mean, it has a bunch of synth sounds and stuff, but it's not really easy to use the Modi X to like build patches and stuff. You know, it's a lot of menu diving in order to make patches in that. And then this sounds nothing like the Hydra synth. So the Hydra synth is more of like it's a digital synth versus this is like an analog synthesizer. So, I love when you say what you like, what you want. Everybody's like Mini Moog. A Mini Moog would be nice, but I've already used the Pro 6 before or Pro 3 before, and I know I love this. I know I love this. Everything about this. It's a fire synth. It's a very fire synth. I haven't necessarily used this, but I've heard a lot of sound demos. I've watched this whole entire weekend. I've probably watched 20 hours of videos on this thing. And I know it's similar. It's a sequential synth, so it's fire. He said the Polybrute. If I got anything from Arturia, the Polybrute's only 2,600 now. Didn't this thing used to be like 3,700? Because I remember I wanted this when this first came out. I feel like this has dropped like $1,000. Because I definitely wanted this, but I didn't have the money for this. Maybe one day, but that's not in my budget currently. Yeah, well, this one is on sale right now for $13.49, and it would fit nice in my. I appreciate that, Jedediah. It would go nice in my collection. Mini Moog. How much is a Mini Moog right now? This motherfucker lost his goddamn mind. There is a 0% chance I'm gonna be getting one of those. Fuck that. $5,000. I ain't got the money for that shit. The next stream will be Wednesday. We'll do it again, all over again. We'll get it in Wednesday at like probably 9 o'clock Eastern time, something like that, between 8 and 9 Eastern Standard Time. I don't know the exact time yet because it's not Wednesday, and I'll be running hella late. I don't know if I'm ready to support Behringer. I don't necessarily have hate for Behringer, but I don't know if I necessarily want the smoke that I'm gonna get for doing a review on this synthesizer. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm gonna get some smoke for it. Because it's like, the cool thing right now to do is to hate on Behringer, but I don't necessarily hate on Behringer because like a lot of the things that Behringer does, a lot of companies do in this space. I will say one thing that's stupid about Behringer is like Behringer's on this kick right now where they're like, they don't want to send influencers synths, but they expect influencers to buy their shit and do reviews on it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm not saying that you should get everything for free to do a review on. So I'm not saying like if you specifically want a synthesizer, you should be able to, I don't know what I'm saying. But if you want people to do reviews on your stuff, you should provide copies for people to do reviews on. Because why the fuck do I want to buy your damn synthesizer for $600? And it's not even the synthesizer I necessarily wanted. I probably wanted the real version. So why would I have spent $600 on your synthesizer to do a review to give positive promotion to your company so that you guys can sell more synthesizers and then not even offer anything in return? Like I get like, we do reviews and some people be like, oh, affiliate links, shit, whatever. That shit's dumb to me. Like all the time and effort that you put into this shit, especially like if you bought this synthesizer, then it's going to take you a week of your life to figure the synthesizer out so that you can do a review. I mean, there's so much encompassed with it, and they're just like, nah, we're not going to give out any more free synthesizers. And then they're going to shame, content creators for not doing reviews on their stuff. It's like, bro, y'all motherfuckers got shit ass backwards, like y'all got shit backwards. Said I've heard something about. I'm not sure if they do or not. They probably do. All I don't know, man. I don't have that answer. I'm not here to speculate about stuff like that. Like I'm not here to speculate on companies having burner accounts because they may or they may not. But these companies do have hardcore fans. Like think about it like this, right? If you get online and you look at any Michael Jordan versus LeBron debate, there's hardcore fans behind both sides. And so every time a post comes up about them people, there are certain people who are ready to argue about that shit all the time. So like the same thing applies for other stuff. There's hardcore Behringer fans, there's hardcore Waves fans, there's hardcore Unison Audio fans, there's hardcore fans of all these companies. And I know that because sometimes when I get reviews or when I do reviews on stuff and I state like I don't like some shit, or if I do like a negative review about certain stuff, there's certain people that always show up in my comment section to talk shit, but it's not necessarily always about, Unison or Wave. Well, I don't really talk a lot of shit about Waves except for that debacle when they tried to make everybody, get a subscription service. But there's people who will pop up, or like I did what I thought my trash companies were. There's this one dude who always pops up. I know he's not a burner account for Unison Audio, even though he pops up on every Unison Audio video, because I checked his shit out, I went and looked at his YouTube. He's got videos. He's been around for a while. He doesn't have like a strong following or nothing, but I know he's not like a troll. And so again, I'm not saying that there's not trolls, but people have fan bases, and like just because we don't understand it doesn't mean that those fans don't exist. So a lot of times I think that it's just like no different than like when Av thought the people in the Koala sampler group were people who work for the company. No, they're just hardcore fans of the company. Like I'll stand on a hill about a Neumann TLM 103, right? So I'm in recording groups, I'm in shit on Facebook groups and stuff like that. And then like a lot of times I see people knock the Neumann TLM 103, but for my voice, it's one of the best mics. You know, like my voice sounds good in that mic compared to other microphones. So I'll stand on the hill of y'all motherfuckers is crazy. Y'all don't know what you're talking about. It's a good mic. Or like Universal Audio. Like I like my Apollo Twin Duo, you know? So it's like a lot of people are like, oh, the converters in there sound like crap or this and that. And I'm like, man, that shit's a solid ass damn interface. And then with the DSP and all the stuff you can do, it's a solid ass interface. I'll stand on that hill. I may not be in everybody's comment section commenting on all the videos, but again, I don't see a lot of videos knocking a TLM in 103 because I might say something in the comment section of the videos. So I don't know, man. I don't have that answer. I want that, the pedal I want is, I want this pedal right here. What is it? What's the name of the pedal that makes, so I want these dudes' new pedal. Their new pedal looks so fire. I'm probably gonna get it too. This Chroma console, this thing looks so fire. I covered it in a newscast, but it can do so much. Like, it's just all these controls are fire. It's just a very solid pedal. How much does this thing cost? I know it's on pre-order right now. $399. I mean, it's worth it. Yeah, I want this though. This thing is fire. What's the Chase Bliss Lossy? Oh, I've seen this. Yeah, this is about the same price. I've seen this. You know what pedal I have? Why the hell can I not think right now? Wow, I need to get my life together. I've got 3 pedals. My favorite pedal is this one right here. This pedal is fire. This is my favorite pedal. This pedal is so fire. It's just on sale. Oh shit! I'm about to promote this and about to talk about this in a newscast. If I would have, I didn't even know this was on sale. Get this. This pedal's fire. I didn't even know. I'm slacking. But I've got this pedal. It's fire. I also have this pedal right here. This pedal is pretty straight too. I use this pedal all the time. I like this pedal a lot too because it has so many different effects. You know what I'm saying? So it's got so many different effects that you can put in. I like this pedal. And then I have a dark reverb pedal. I have this dread box right here, this darkness. It's a pretty solid pedal too. But it's like a darker reverb sounding, so it's not bad at all. What's Gain Lab? Gain Lab, what do they do? I've never checked any of their stuff out. Oh, it's all tube stuff? They don't even sell anything in North America. Oh yeah, they do. What's the damn price of their shit? No, I haven't checked any of their stuff out yet. Oh, I see here. Damn, this shit's cracking though. And then what else you said? Locomotive audio. God damn. No, I haven't checked any of their stuff out. I might watch a little bit later on. Yeah, I like that Boss ME80. But I think I want, I don't know. I know I want one of them synths next. Because then I'm probably going to get them both eventually between the sequentials. But I definitely want those, man. I want those. I almost bit the button and bought the Teenage Engineering KO2, but I didn't because it's only $300. I almost got it, but I didn't. You know, I almost did, but I opted not to. I opted not to. I mean, I don't really. The next sampler I want to get is an MPC because I don't even really use my. I don't use my SP404 to sample. I only use it to run effects through and for performance stuff. What's up, Tiz but a scratch? My only thing about the KO2 is I don't want to give Teenage Engineering any money. I know that sounds jacked up, but they re-ripping everybody off anyway. So it's like, I don't want to give that company any money because all they do is rip people off. Like they overcharge for their stuff. And so that makes me not want to give them anything, you know? This nigga Tyler, yo, you know you're not supposed to win fantasy football when Tyler Higbee got 2 freaking touchdowns. I just wasn't supposed to win this week. I just wasn't supposed to win. Fucking Tyler Higbee, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Tyler Higbee. I'm appalled. Yeah, $2.99 is a good one, a good deal, especially for a sampler. But I have heard a lot of complaints about it. I've heard that it like this fader right here, it is fucked up. And so everybody who has one, if you push too hard, it fucks up. So you have to do something to solder it back on. And it's like, man, I don't want to buy some shit that I gotta fix. But I probably will never get one of these. The Arturia 16 rig looks fire too, but I mean, if you don't need all of the connections, do you really need it, So, I mean, it does look fire though. I mean, I could use it because I have so much equipment that I could hook up to it. But if you don't need it, it's one of those things that, if you don't need all these, you know what I'm saying? If you don't need all these ends, do you really need it? It's just one of those things. I could use this shit and have all my synths set up permanently, and then have, my, I could have my mic hooked up. I could have my synths hooked up. I could have MIDI ran through. I mean, I could just, and then what's dope is I could just run MIDI from synth to synth to synth. I can just daisy rig the MIDIs. No, I'm done. I'm done with the listening to tracks for the day. How many hardware synths do I own? I own 3 hardware synths. So I own a ASM Hydra synth. the Yamaha Modi X, and then an Arturia Micro Freak. And then I also own SP404. And then I have a guitar. I have like 3 different pedals and shit like that. You know, a couple MIDI boards. But I really like synths because I'm not really necessarily a super like keyboard player, but I like doing sound design with them. You know, like that's my I would much rather do any kind of sound design on an actual board than in the computer in the box. It's so much easier to tweak knobs and like to turn stuff to get a feel for it. Plus I'm in the boat to where I feel like I do think that outboard gear sounds better than plugins. I will rock with that, you know. I'll rock on that boat. I'm not saying you can't make fire shit with plugins, but I used to be in the camp of, oh, you can make a plugin sound like a synthesizer, and although you can emulate it, there's still certain things that it's not going to be as fat as a board. And it's because of things like the more wear and tear that you have on your board, the more character the sounds get. And so like, yes, you may have an emulation of one board, but every board is going to sound a little bit different because of the more wear and tear on that board. So it's going to sound almost the same, but it's going to sound a little bit different. It's going to have little different characteristics and stuff like that. No different than like if you get like a new tube preamp. So when I got my first preamp, it was an Art Pro Channel 2 preamp. I still have that preamp to this day. And the longer I had the preamp and the more that I used it, the better that it sounded, because the tube just got more used. And the more the tube gets used, the better the preamp sounds. And so I believe the same with like a lot of synthesizers and stuff like that. No, I don't have an external sequencer. I would just sequence through the DAW. I would just run the MIDI chords to the back of the synth, and then I would just sequence in the DAW. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have like an external sequencer. I've been thinking about getting like some kind of groove box to use. So I've been thinking about I can't think off the top of my head. I mean, that poly-in play, poly-in play looks good, even though there's a whole lot of drama going on with it. It looks good. But I've been looking at what's it called? I can't think of what it's called. One of these novations to sequence. That's an expensive light bright. Yo, I bet it does, man. I should send mine in to get modded, man. I should send mine in to get modded. I always wanted to get a new tube for it, but they were like, I never got a new tube, because you can mod the tubes yourself. It's pretty easy to like change the tube. I've looked at a whole bunch of stuff on it, but I never did because they were like, it would break the warranty. But now at this point, I've had that preamp for like probably 12 years. So I could probably just mod that preamp, you know, at this point, because it's not gonna, you know, it's definitely, that motherfucker ain't under warranty no more. The only thing about the preamp is that after you've had it for a while, it does kind of get loud. So you do get a little bit of line noise, but you can, you know, obviously you can fix that and clean that up. But that's like the only thing, the only negative I have about that preamp. But I love that preamp. I used to use that when I had my Rode NT1000 microphone. I don't have that mic anymore, but when I had that mic, I used to use that preamp all the time, and I love that combination together. It sounded so good, you know? But but I mean, I'm not mad anymore though, because I got that WA 73 EQ, so you know, that warm audio. So I mean, that's for a preamp. That's what I need for right now until I decide to maybe get another preamp, you know, just to have another one. Or the preamp that I want, that I'm gonna get one day, is gonna be the Avalon 737. That's like my dream preamp. Whenever I do eventually just open up a studio, I'm gonna get that preamp, because that's kind of what I'm working towards now, is just like getting enough gear so that when I do open up a studio, the studio isn't like it's not like a YouTube producer studio. No slight to any YouTube producers, because that's definitely not the point. I'm not insulting anybody on this platform. I respect what everybody does. But I don't want my studio to be like everybody else, where they just only go to their studio to create content, and that's why they have a studio. I want to have a studio to where people can come in and they can rent out time. So like they can come in and they can like sample my instruments, or they can use the instruments, or like they can come in and they can shoot a podcast, because I'll have different mic setups and whatever. Or they could come in and they can like record music, obviously. I don't know if I necessarily want to do the engineering. I would probably sit in on all the sessions though, to make sure my shit doesn't get fucked up. But I want to open up a studio to where people can do everything in there and then just rent out time. And so that's just another way to make money. And then like while they're renting out time in there and I'm just in the studio, I could be editing videos, or I could be working on my next video or whatever. Or I guess I could be engineering tracks. But I don't necessarily want to be engineering tracks, because I just don't want to have to engineer tracks unless I know the person or I work with them. Because I just don't want to spend that time doing it. I just want to rent my shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to rent it out and not have to do the footwork too of engineering, because then I got to start, that's more time away from what I want to do, you know? I don't know if in the A or probably in Las Vegas, because eventually the goal is to move to Vegas, because that's where my kids are at. And so I want to be, you know, where my kids are at while they're growing up. You know, I don't want to be away from them. So ideally, the goal is just to continue to stack money while I'm here and then get all the equipment I can. Because I don't feel like I have everything I would need to start a professional studio. I have everything I feel like I need to like do like a studio that could do like podcast, or like people could come in and use gear and stuff, because I have like sounds and gear. So like, you know, people could use whatever, one of my computers. I'd log in a computer or something for somebody, and they can use all the sounds and shit that I have on my computer, or they can, because you know, I got all the plugins, or they can use the gear and stuff like that. So, you know, it's cool, JJ Biggs. Like I think I talked about it in a news report. It's not bad at all, because it cleans up your vocals. So if you got it and it was free, that's cool, because you can use the compression, and then you can use it to boost, you know, your vocals as well. So you can like mix your stuff, then you can throw that on there. And if you still don't have enough, you can boost the volume and stuff there as well. I mean, moving to Vegas is expensive, but it's really no more expensive than living in Atlanta, you know? And then I wouldn't be living in Vegas. I'd be living in like Henderson. So I'd be living in like a suburb of Atlanta. And that's just like anywhere, you know, you move to a city, but you live in the suburbs, and, you know, you just live there. Man, I picked the Kansas City Chiefs defense in every single DraftKings lineup that I picked this week, and these motherfuckers shit the bed. You gotta be kidding me. All right, guys, but that's what I got for y'all. I'm about to bounce up out of here. I'll be back Wednesday with another critique stream. I got to go figure out what I'm going to make this video on tonight and start recording the shit. So I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all enjoy y'all Sunday. I hope the start of your week starts off pretty well. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to put out this week, but sometime this week you're going to see a video with some Temu microphones, and we're going to see if you can actually grab some Temu microphones to start off with and get rolling. So y'all have a good week, and I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Hopefully I'll finish